Welcome back to another edition of the Commissioner's Corner with your hosts, Mass Chef, Ant-Man 89, and SC Kicker.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to another edition of the Commissioner's Corner. SC is here. He's having some technical difficulties at the moment. Are you there? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay, there you go. Good evening, sir.
Through Safari instead of Google, and that's what I get.
Oh, all right. There you go. See? Anyway, how you doing this evening?
Good.
Welcome.
Doing good. What is going on? It was a big weekend. My Sabres made it into the playoffs, round 2.
Right.
Defeating Boston, so I was excited about that.
Yep. Cleveland basketball made it through the next round, so that was, I'm not a big basketball fan. Well, not a big pro basketball fan anyway. I like college ball, but got to root for the old Cleveland gang once they make it,
Heck yeah.
It is what it is. Anyway, welcome back. We are at week number 4 for URL Racing. Ant-Man 89, I'm not sure where he's at this evening, but anyway, I'm joined as always by my man SC Kicker. SC sitting up on top of the boards this week on your qualifying runs, looking pretty good there.
I'm not sure where I ended up. I was in 4 at one point, and then I dropped back quite a bit.
Good thing you're here, because we're about to find out. All right, let's check out where we are after last week's standings. Betts 25 grabbing his first career victory last week on the Cheese Breeze. So big congratulations to Betts 25 on that win. Absolutely stunning. Batista grabbing that second place podium position, and Cal Trading Co. grabbing third. So Betts 25 with the win and a nice steady season so far. Jumps right up into first place, moving up 3 spots. Batista moved up a spot. City Pigeon dropped 2 spots to be in a position that I would, and listen to me here, a position that he's never been in before, ever. Has never been lower than first place in the last 4 seasons.
Where did he race, a cart?
So he was racing a police car because he was pulled over at a gas station on his cell phone and knew he wasn't going to be able to connect, so he just entered in a police car, threw some boosts on it, let Jesus take the wheel, and went from there. He ended up in 14th position that way. Crowley 27 grabbing 4th place there. Not quite hit the podium, but really close. Just some phenomenal racing last weekend, but just well done on everybody's part. We did see some jumps down there at the lower half of the board, right on that red line. Vape High guy not able to connect to his race over the weekend, ended up with the DNS, dropped just below that red line in 13th position, but still only 11 points out. So with a very good showing this week, he should be able to make up quite a bit of ground there. Alejo, our only independent in the top 12 right now, jumped up a spot to get into that 12th position. Still hanging on the bubble there. So still some drivers that need to fight for the next 2 weeks to try to get into that final. And if they want to see some points for Genesis week. So that's kind of where we are there. Here was huge. Neo VMAX jumped up to into that second place position on the heels of a really good week of racing last Friday, grabbing 93 points on the board. So they made a very nice jump ahead of Gen X Racing, and then AVG Flow Riders as well dropped down to that 4th place position, and they are let 28 points ahead of the Agitators. So now it's the Flow Riders and the Agitators that are kind of fighting over that bubble position for the race to Genesis week for the Genesis Team Challenge. So Super close on all this. The headlines are playing out pretty good. Here's where we are for qualifying for this week. Again, Battista on fire for the 4th week in a row, sitting in that number 1 qualifying position. And it was funny because today, I don't know if you happen to see it or not, but Cal Trading Co. put up a challenge on the racing chat channel in the Upland General Discord server, saying if anybody could lay down a time faster than 3:10, he was going to put up a property.
Nice.
Funny because City Pigeon responded with "Hold my coffee," and then about 15 minutes later, Battista posted the time of a 3:09.320, and Cal messaged me earlier in the week, and he said that there was a 3:09 on the board. He was just waiting for somebody to get it, so he called that one. Battista stepped up and grabbed it and put Cal in 2nd position. And then Vape High Guy once again in that 3rd place spot again this week. So those are going to be our 3 starters. So that means Neo VMAX put 4 drivers in the top 18 with only 2 weeks left to go, and already in that 2nd place position. So they're trying to solidify their team spot for sure. And then another surprising run after what in his eyes, I'm sure more than a lackluster season, Ja Rashad putting in some time on the track and jumping right up there into that 4th place position on the qualifying boards from Fast Track Racing. So good to see his name up higher on the boards. Then we got June in the 5th place. You ended up in the 6th place position, and partner, aka rival, KO Ninja ended up right underneath of you in that 7th place position. Alejo grabbing 8th, City Pigeon 9th, Acropoppy in 10th, Wanderer grabbing the 11th place position, Quate and JR Wheels both grabbing 12th and 13th, Crowley in 14, Betts in 15, Foreskin in 16, Glizzy in 17, and Cuddybo just edging out J.H. Tolton in that 18th position by about 0.75 seconds. So really, really close there in that bubble spot. So really, really good racing for the qualifiers, that's for sure. So here we go. Heat number 1, Battista, SC Kicker, KO Ninja, Quay 18, JR Wheels, and Cuddy Boo. How you feeling about that draw?
Oh, damn. How did me and KO end up in the same bracket? Weren't we behind each other?
You were 6 and 7. 6 and 7 both go in heat number 1.
Damn.
That's the way the heats play out. Yeah. So it's a snake system. So it takes it snakes its way through the leaderboard and picks drivers out. So yeah, it's not a set.
Yeah, it's going to be a tough bracket. I'll be racing. Actually, I'll be out at USC at the.
Oh, wow.
I'm going to be at the arena. My daughter graduates from USC this weekend.
And congratulations.
Playing from my phone.
Nice. Well, congratulations. That's awesome. And good for her. What's the degree?
She's going into nursing, PA.
Oh, nice. Yeah. I have a kid in nurse that's a nurse as well.
Nice.
All right, heat number 2, Cal Trading Co. June 307, Alejo, Wander 1976, Crowley 27, and Glizzy World. Now, I don't know if you noticed or not, but the Neo VMAX team has 2 drivers in heat number 1 and 2 drivers in heat number 2, and that's going to be rough.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, that's going to be rough. And then heat number 3, Vape High Guy again with that monster time. For the 2nd week in a row in there with Ja Rashad, City Pigeon, Acropoppy, Betts 25, and Foreskin. So a couple of the AVG flow riders in there and a couple of the Tug and Betts team in there as well. Betts 25 with the coming off that win last week in the same heat as City Pigeon. So that could be an interesting heat for everybody else. If City Pigeon is able to run his normal race, that could spell disaster for the rest of this group if City Pigeon and Betts get in the front of the line. So going to be interesting. And so that's where we are with racing. We're on the Shack Attack Speedway next week, starting on Thursday, of course. That's going to be a fun race. I haven't really done a whole lot on that track, but it's a cool track, nicely built out. We'll be racing again on 6 p.m. on Friday. But this coming Friday, we're at 6 p.m. Eastern time, 3 p.m. Pacific on the Mill-Owner-Burg Jazz Loop. And hope everybody can join us out there. It's going to be a ton of fun.
Where's the Shack Attack Speedway? Is that in Porter Ranch?
That is in Los Angeles.
Is it in Porter Ranch?
That must be, yeah.
ET node or something?
I'm not sure exactly, to be honest with you. There's so many nodes these days. It's hard to say. I get so confused. Anyway, I lost my there it is. So this is the Mill-Owner-Burg Jazz Loop, 12 turns. Not super technical, not super difficult, but very fast. About a minute per lap is a really good time. I don't know if we'll see anything faster than that. But this is a fun track. How did you fare on it? You seem to do pretty good there, qualifying in that top 10 spot that you did.
Yeah, I think I think I finished out first. I think my best time was a 102 on a lap. I didn't hit one for sure.
Yeah.
That was lowest. It was a fun track. It took a little bit to get used to it. I had to really run the times, and I was playing with the S1R. That thing was like a freaking skating rink for me. And then the S1E wasn't much better. I did notice, because I played a little bit with the S1E. Yeah. And then I also played with the S1E 2023 car. That one actually handled better than the 22.
Interesting. I don't have a 2023E, so I wouldn't know, but that's interesting to know there.
And then the S1 was the go-to for me again this week.
Yeah. Well, it seems like the S1 was the go-to for quite a few people again this week. It seems like that one, with the way that you can throw a couple of those nitro fuel charges on there and max it out right at that 260 mark.
Yep.
Seems to be kind of the crowd favorite here lately.
It was really turn 6 and 12, man. Those were the toughest ones for me.
Yeah, so let's see. Vape High Guy got in there with a 1R. He cleared his third place spot with a 1R.
Nice.
So that's pretty good. He maxed out at 258 with 2 enhanced nitro fuel charges.
Okay.
So 2 of the white ones.
Yeah, that's what I was using with the 1R, and I just could not keep it on from skidding.
Yeah. A lot of 1Es though. That seems to be the most popular one this week, and then several ones. Batistu put up his time in a Series 1. Ja Rashad in a Series 1. Chun with a Series 1. Your fastest time was in your Series 1. So, a lot of those. Alejo put in a time with a Series 1. So, 1 and 1E seem to be the most popular. 1R in there with Vape High Guy. So, interesting. Going to be interesting to see what these guys do for setup come the weekend. For sure. So, what do you think? You other than yourself, of course, any stabs on contenders this week?
I'm going to take it from my phone this week.
Going to take it from the phone. Wow, that's a prediction and a half.
I'm just hoping I can get the codes in and do everything from my phone and get in, and I'm just going to close my eyes and hope for the best.
Yeah, right. That's going to be a tough one. Honestly, I think you have out of all of them, I think you probably have the most competitive heat. Because there's 3 teams and 6 drivers all in this heat. So each driver has a teammate that's racing with them. So I think this is probably the most competitive heat.
It's going to be an interesting one.
It is definitely going to be an interesting one. I'm looking forward to watching that one. That one's going to be a lot of fun. and then just good drivers, and they're are just spread out everywhere. Honestly, I can't even say that there's any bad drivers in here, because the times were so close again this week. I believe the top 18 looks like about looks like
3
about
seconds,
5 seconds, maybe
5 seconds this time.
94. Yeah, 94 to 89, about 5 seconds. So still very, very close between the top 18 drivers. Man, I don't even know if I want to pick. If I was going to pick, I would have to say City Pigeon if he's running on a computer. If he's not running on mobile again this week, I think he's probably going to try to make a bounce back.
I think
from
Vape's going to
last
take
week.
this one. I think Vape, he was a little salty. He got axed last week, so I
Yeah.
think he's going to come back and race his ass off.
I think he's going to be back with a vengeance this week as well. So I do want to just stress to everybody that with what happened last week, we are on a timeline. I try to give as much time as I possibly can to the starters to start the race. If it's not in a reasonable time, then yes, we do pick another starter. It's generally somebody that I know is on a computer, just to try to make it, because it's very difficult on phones in the first place, let alone to be a starter.
Yeah.
So, and then if I don't join the race before it fills, if I wait for it to time out and it's not filled, then I can't join as a spectator because it's a
Yeah.
private race.
That's right.
So in order to be able to broadcast the race, I have to join it in order to be able to see it on screen. Otherwise, we're all just sitting here looking at my ugly mug the whole time and trying to get entertained.
Be like a watch party.
Right. So it's not really. So I do my best to give drivers as much time as absolutely possible to get into the races. I'm not trying to slight anybody. I'm not trying to whatever. But let's just face it, it's a game. Yes, it is for high stakes, and I get the disappointment if you can't make it. But there's going to be times when you just don't make a race, and it's one race. It's not the end of the world. It's not going to crash your whole day. It's not going to crash your whole system. But it's one race, and I get this. The seasons are short with only 5 weeks of racing, but yeah, it's not the end of the world.
Yeah, it's tough. Sometimes it just works out. I didn't think I was going to get in for the race on last week. I was
Yeah.
on my main computer, and our internet has been all jacked up over here in our neighborhood. So I had to move from that computer that's got Discord and everything on it. I had to move to my laptop that's got nothing on it. So I had Upland up, and I'm, looking at the numbers on the telephone and trying to punch them in. And then my screen completely froze up when the race started. And I don't know, I think somebody got timed out in our race. I can't remember, but it was waiting at the starting line forever. I thought the race started without me because I had no Discord where I was
Oh my gosh.
on the laptop. So I was like, damn, did I miss the race? And then it started and my car was frozen. And I remember moving to the right. I got in front of Crowley and I was like, shit, I got to get out of there because he's going to boost through me. And then I moved over to the left and I got caught up with that damn cop car. I think it was City Pigeon.
City Pigeon.
I got Velcroed together with him and it was a shit show.
Oh, yeah.
going on.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Then it just goes straight downhill from there.
It
There's
was
nothing
horrible.
you can do.
I was just happy I finished with wheels on my car.
Right. Yeah, no kidding. But yeah, it was some good races. I think the week before was a little bit more dramatic races, but it was definitely some fun races last week.
Oh, was it Cuddy? Did I collide with you too? I felt like I was just bouncing off cars.
He said everybody hit him.
It was like that movie Airplane,
Yeah.
and they kept slapping the crap out of that girl.
Right.
That's
Calm down. Calm down.
actually, that was the Striker episode.
Yeah. Oh my God, too funny. Anyway, yeah, so that's going to pretty much do it for us for this evening. That's racing for this week. Hope everybody could join us Friday once again, 6 p.m. Eastern time, 3 p.m. Pacific. Don't forget to catch us as well on the Too Stupid for Web 3 broadcast Thursday evenings, 9:15 Eastern. We just pretty much talk about a little bit of everything. So if you're got nothing to do and want to hang out with us on Thursday nights, come check us out. It's me, Coach Funk, Shackleton, and of course, Too Stupid to Win. It's a fun show. We have a good time. Talk some upland and racing and everything else we can think of. But check it out. Anyway, all right. Well, until then, SC, good to see you again. We'll see you on Fridays for the finals, my friend. And good luck out there. And everybody have a wonderful evening. We'll see you on the track.
Have a good night, everyone.